All right, welcome back. This is Expedition STEM. I am here at the National Day of Civic Hacking in Charlotte, and I'm here with DJ Patil. And this is Jill. We're going to do a segment we call STEM on the Street, where we ask questions in science, technology, engineering, and math. You interested?
Yeah, sure.
I'm in.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
All right, so of
I
course...
gotta roll up my sleeves here.
Yeah.
It's they got it warmed up because we're going to do some real science now.
I have English degrees, so let's see how this works.
All right. Well, it is in English, so...
I can correct your grammar.
Yeah. My assistant wrote this, so...
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. All right, so the first category is science. One of this year's national challenges for the National Day of Civic Hacking is called Water, Food, Energy Nexus. It's basically asking citizens to develop solutions for wasteful production of water, food, and energy. They say that like water can be used to produce energy, like hydroelectric power, but it also takes energy to, clean water, that sort of thing. So they're trying to find these solutions to minimize the energy production used on each one of those and just make everything more efficient. So our science question is related to water. How many hydrogen atoms are in one water molecule?
Oh, H2O.
1.
2. For those that don't know, water has the most crazy properties. This is why water melts and freezes in really interesting ways that you don't see in transition states with other materials.
No, that's 2. H2O.
That's right.
2.
Everyone's listening. I wanted to ask...
No longer going to get to organize the nerds.
I got to ask other
H2O.
questions now. So our next category is technology. So this one has to do with data science. And please let me know if I get any of these terms wrong or if I'm assuming the wrong thing. So data science uses analysis to formulate conclusions based on large amounts of data, which is also known as big data. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the common term used to define the structured set of data in a computer used in data science, websites, and many other applications?
Well, there's many different forms actually.
Yeah.
The one is called a CSV file, and that is typically what is referred to as a flat file. But you can also have those structures in both tables that sit inside a database that are accessible in different ways, and then you also have what is typically referred to as the NoSQL movement, and that is sort of an ability just to put data into a system and pull it out arbitrarily in different ways.
Where you're not using a SQL database?
That's right. That would be, and NoSQL means basically not only SQL.
Okay.
But and then we have a whole set of new technologies which are called stream-based technologies if the data is moving very quickly, and so that is a place where you should think of things around Internet of Things.
So the answer we were looking for, and we got a much more specific answer. We were just looking for a database, but we got database and CSVs and NoSQL. So I guess that's the problem of asking an expert one of these like general questions. What is the common term, or what is a common term, used to define the structured set of data held in a computer used for data science as well as websites or other applications?
A data set.
That's right. There's a few out there. DJ kind of schooled me on like all the different ones.
I bet.
Yeah, I was like, okay, shouldn't have asked him that.
A better person to ask, though.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, so our next category is engineering. So today we're here at the Music Factory. It's a collection of office space, nightlife, and entertainment. But over 100 years ago, it was originally a textile mill. Therefore, some of the engineering that went into this building is sort of old school. So what is the name of the building material commonly seen throughout this complex, usually on the outside, that is rectangular and laid in mortar?
Brick.
Well, I'm going to go with brick or cinder blocks.
Brick is right. Good job. And then last is our math question. And I might have to have a bonus since you have a PhD in mathematics. But one of this year's challenges is called applying for a small business license, where people want to make it easier to do that, where you basically can like text a number and they'll sort of give you the steps that you're supposed to take. So let's say that such a hack was created and it reduces the amount of time to apply from 100 minutes to 20 minutes. Represented as a reduced fraction, how much time did that hack save?
80%. Oh, if you want a fraction. Percentages are better.
So we take 100
Yep.
on the bottom and we put 20 on the top.
Yep. So you got the percentage right.
Yay!
So how is that percentage represented as a fraction?
And so we cancel out the 2 zeros, and
Yep.
so
it's 80%. What's
is
percent
8
always?
tenths.
Yep.
So
we have 2 out of 10, and then we
Yep.
reduce the fraction and we get 1/5.
Yep.
purpose.
Yep. Awesome.
Is
1/5.
Is 1/5.
Yep.
That's what happens when you haven't been to school in a long time and you have an adult child. You don't have to do their homework for them anymore.
Yeah.
Can I propose one?
Sure.
It's basically that one of the things that we saw that was one of the wildest things that we'd never experienced is this idea of that the world can stretch a little bit and then shrink really fast. And it's a proposal by Einstein around what happens when 2 black holes collide and what is that from? And do you know what this is?
Are you talking about general relativity?
But it is a general relativity argument.
Okay.
But it's a gravity wave. And
Okay.
for the first time
okay,
ever, we saw a gravity wave. And the
Right,
president called this out in his remarks at the White House Science Fair, where he said, how wild is it that just for an instant, the White House expanded for a second and then shrank,
Right.
just in a blink.
Right.
And our whole reality just changed for that minute. And we've been looking for this for years, but we discovered it. It's
Reality.
real.
Yeah, and
It's
we
real.
I think we got pretty lucky as the human race that, because they don't come often.
They don't come. It has to
LIGO's
be-
been in operation for years now.
That's right.
And they've just been waiting. And thankfully it happens sooner than later
That's right.
because, if you're doing a lot of science and you don't get what you're looking for, especially these sorts of like
That's right.
astronomical observations, then it's possibility that you're not going to have any more money to operate. So the fact
That's
that
right.
they found those gravity waves was pretty amazing.
It is, and for those that are interested, you should go check out how they did this engineering, because you have to build this apparatus
Right.
that's going to detect this super minute fluctuation, but you also have to make sure you're separating out even seismic movements.
Right.
And every other type of sound, if you will, every other type of vibration that is produced on our planet to detect this cosmological phenomenon. Underground.
Yeah.
Underground. And,
Yeah.
and it is unbelievable how much engineering and science has gone into this.
Yeah, very, very precise. I don't know what their detection range was, but I'm assuming it's probably smaller than like even a millimeter. or
Oh,
something
much
like
smaller
that.
than a millimeter.
Yeah.
This is like on the atomic scale
Yeah,
of things.
To even detect that stuff like, on a laser
Yeah.
like little thing, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
amazing.
is a laser, literally. It's
Yeah.
a interferometer,
Right.
the technique they use.
Thanks again, DJ, for stopping by. Awesome. Well, Jill, great job on the challenge. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks.
Now I can't ask any of those questions again.